My name is Suzanne Wagner, and I appreciate you joining me. I do a daily numerology and astrology blog. This one happens to be for November 30th, 2021. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 10. If you add the 1 and the 0 together, you get the number 1. So today I'm going for the number 1, and it is associated with Saturn and the willingness to embrace the physical plane with all its struggles in order to gain strength and power from dealing with opposition and adversity. Through the efforts of Saturn, we learn self control, diligence, and to embrace momentary limitations. This is the number of vulnerability and authenticity. Both of those are qualities that are not easily embraced in our current world. They can be seen as weak. Delays and plans that do not go according to plan are ways that we show our true character. Temper tantrums are an example of an immature emotional self. Pouting is much the same. That is why we have Saturn here to teach us about timing and impeccability. Over time, when we don't collapse, but instead learn and step up and step into challenges, we learn that it is mostly determination that generates success. It is those that just don't quit that end up figuring out seemingly impossible tasks. Today, let perseverance show us what we are capable of if we remain present and keep looking for solutions. The astrology today. It's complicated. That is the message of today. While we are in the times of celebrations, parties, and wanting to put together plans, there is a Mercury sextile to Saturn that makes many plans move from constructive to distortion. It is hard to gauge when the flows want to spontaneously move, but Mercury and Saturn want to make us look at our preparations and the order of things that now seem inadequate. Staying grounded and doing what is necessary to create safety and space is the focus to make things flow more gracefully. The Sun in Chiron will trine in the morning, and it can give a more sincere approach to the problems arising. There are moments when we each have a chance to grow beyond what we have expected from ourselves. This is that moment. Step past your patterns and towards a more courageous life. Worry less about doing things right and focus more on what will show real impact and progress that helps as many as possible. Egos are not needed at this time because this moment is more about respect than proving our point. When we come from the place of sincerity and honor, then all efforts require less energy and flow more organically. Bigger missions are on the rise, and the Sun and Saturn are trying to work to build more self-discipline and help us handle the more practical concerns. Realistic patterns emerge when we bring more of our self-awareness into the situations. Venus and Neptune will sextile, and this allows a more open and less rigid flow. We seek to give our best without an agenda, focusing on our desire that something is ours is less and less important. What replaces is the desire to move from a place of centered compassion and something that no longer feels trapped on the edges of an old pattern or ideal. Mercury and Pluto semi-square, and that makes us notice the edges so we don't fall off them or step into holes. Expect to see some mental upsets and those who exhibit a degree of strain. Step back and give everyone some air. There is no use worrying about those things that we do not have control over. With the moon striving for balance in Libra, work towards getting to the bottom of a situation rather than supporting a need to explain it. And my quote for today: the sun was blaring, a light not kind, a force of the timing of too many things being left behind. There are times when the sky offers a warning. There are times when the truth hurts the eyes. I hear a call of those not heard. I feel the sadness in their cries. Something is coming around the bend, and for some, it will be the beginning or an end. And my blog for today. There is a twist in the hesitations of the mind. There are moments when to the obvious we are blind. But not today, as there is a moment of truth. Such moments came more often when we were in our youth. I cannot shake the feeling that something is stalking humanity's pasts. I know we have unsealed something that has a dangerous forecast. Too much is happening and too many refuse to hear, and because of that, we are about to feel the point of a spear. When love is shunned in favor of hate, we pass through a door that will not liberate. I can feel the pattern and I know this path. Death follows those who choose war and wrath. It is the past that stalks the ignorant and arrogant. It appears in forms virulent and uses disparagement. The past is coming to claim its prize, and as it does, another dies. All those who shun what is so see not the skies turn black or the call of the crow, but what is here now has a message so clear, and those that ignore will taste more than their fear. Thanks, everyone.